Let's get it. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Visual Disturbance. I'm your host, Brian Reese, and we are in the house tonight, this afternoon. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit on our channel. I've been doing a lot of things in the back end and then working on a bunch of other projects, especially the documentary with me and Joshua and John and everybody, David, and been working on that. And it's going to be a serious broadcast. I always try to be serious, but sometimes here lately I've just been wanting to joke around and cut up because the world is on fire. But anyways, yeah, just going to kind of get back to my roots. You know, I've been putting a lot of stuff out. I put Broken Down Milkman song that I put out. Just being goofy, cutting up, and but I'm going to get back seriously to my roots, to when I started doing this channel, and get some mind-boggling stuff that makes you go, you know, and then let's just check it out. Before we get going on the broadcast this afternoon, I have some sponsors I want to thank. Shake and Wake Radio, Miss Ann, hope you're doing well, and God bless you. Also, Watts Leather Works.com. The link is in the description, and go check that out. Joshua does an amazing job, and he's a very good friend, and God bless you also. And then I have to promote this. I have to do it. I've been super ecstatic. I've been like waiting, anticipating, like for months, been patiently waiting on the Father and just praying about this, praying. So guess what? We are going to hope and pray that the Father will allow this to happen. So guess what, everybody? I'm going to announce it on here. I'm going to put the link in the description. Rip it. I just had to clear my throat during that because I got choked up. But yeah, you better get ready for this Wednesday on Rip It. Let me reframe. We don't know if it's going to be Wednesday or not. But the link is in the description. But yeah, go check out Rip It. We have a Rip It channel. John Hall, God bless you, my brother. If you get this, if you hear this, I seen your YouTube link, and he posted on there, and I've been sharing it out. So really ecstatic about it. I hope we can start making future broadcasts with this. And the YouTube link is in the description of this video. And if you don't care, I really seriously want us to try to get to 1,000 subs. I know that's a big endeavor, but there's no videos or anything on it, but one that has been posted just recently. And yeah, me or John Hall, me and Dan Bedondi, we're gonna get the trio back, and I hope y'all enjoy it, because I know there's been an outpour and outcry for us to start this thing back up. So I'm going to start promoting it, and I pray that you all will hit that like button, subscribe button, and we can get the Rip It going. And literally all the content on that channel will be exclusive content only for, it'll be just Rip It only. So it's got, we haven't got anything on it, but it will in the future. If the fathers will, we will have stuff there on that channel. So if y'all don't care to subscribe to it, I would be very, very thankful for it. And then also a couple other things real quick. Go check out my mugs and stuff, my coffee mugs. I'll have the link in the description. Go check it out. Got a bunch of stuff on there, some t-shirts. Draw and Living Waters. Hang on, everybody. Draw and Living Waters is going to be started back up here soon. So go check that out when you get an opportunity. Me and Adam's working diligently on that to get that program started back up on the Visual Disturbance channel. So go check that out. Oh, and one other thing. Let me see. No, that is it. That is it. For right now. So anyways. So here we are on this broadcast this evening. The mysterious Stonish Giants. If everybody in the chat and everybody that has been anticipating this, I mentioned it a little bit on this program. I don't know if y'all remember the Stonish woman, the Stonish Giant woman of old. I did a little short film on that, a little short video. If y'all don't care to go check that back out. But I'm going to start looking into the Stonish Giants. We're going to talk a little bit about today. It's going to be a short video, but here we are on Visual Disturbance channel. We got all the stuff out of the way there, all the important stuff. So yeah, go check that out. Go, literally, I would really appreciate it if you sub to Rip It channel, and pray the Father blesses it, and we can move forward and put out some really goofy programs with the three of us. So yeah, go check that out. So anyways, today's broadcast. So the mysterious Stonish Giants. Just can't make this stuff up, guys. So here I am, been wanting to do like a small segment. I'm gonna split it up in segments. So today I'm just gonna kind of give you a overview of where I'm going with it. So I'm gonna read out of a book. It's a really interesting book. It's called The Notes on the Iroquois by Henry Schoolcraft. So this particular book is highly compelling. I mean, just phenomenal, guys. I mean, phenomenal. Want to kind of build up here. We're going to be talking about these Stonish Giants coming out of the woods, out of the wilderness, taking people, hurting people, etc., and all this stuff back in the day. And we're going to look into the narrative and literally just pull back the onion, so to speak, and the onion petals and see how far we can go with it. But I'm going to make some small segments on this because we could talk about the Stonish Giants topic over and over and over again because there's so much information out there. So let's get back into this book. Okay, so there's certain parts of it. There's a lot in this book. I mean, there's a lot of pages. I'm going to just scan through here and go to the part that I think is very interesting. It's referring to the Stonish Giants. So here we go. It says, while this enemy yet remained in the land. We're talking about the Iroquois relating to this. And this book also talks about the Shawnees also. And they were counseling about the best means of killing him or driving him away. The country was invaded by a still more fearful enemy, namely the Otonai Yiri, or Stonish Giants. I did the best I could on translating that. There were powerful tribe from the wilderness, tall, fierce, and hostile, and resistance to them was vain. They defeated and overwhelmed an army which was sent out against them, and put the whole country in fear. These giants were not only of prodigious strength, but they were cannibals, devouring men, women, and children in their inroads. And then it goes on. It talks about it said by the Shawnees they were descended from a certain family which journeyed on the east side of Mississippi. And it goes on to talk about the wilderness and this ancient enemy. This enemy, the Stonish Giants, it put a hardship on the Shawnees also. These particular enemies would talk about, these particular enemies would do certain things. So we'll stop right there for a minute. They would talk about the Indians would document that these beings would be caught rolling around, rolling in sand. And they, by what they was meaning by that, I don't know what they was meaning by that. They was saying that they had the means to cover themselves with sand, which would in return turn themselves into hard skin. So let's just contemplate this for a minute and really think about really what we're looking at. So the Indians was just looking at it and based off what they could do as far as their interpretation of it back then. So I have a theory I'm gonna throw out here on the Visual Disturbance channel. So anyway, let's get back into the book here. So they was covered in hard skin, supposedly rolled around in sand. That's what they was depicting. I guess it was the lightness of sand that they couldn't penetrate the bodies. And they fell at their feet. They fell at their feet. The arrows of the Iroquois only rattled against their rough bodies and fell at their feet. And the consequence was that they hid in caves and glens and were brought unto subjection by these fierce invaders for many winters or years. At length, the holder of the heavens visited his people, and finding that their great distress, he determined to grant them relief and rid them of the entire barbarous invaders. To accomplish this, he changed himself into one of these giants. Now, wow. According to this is some wild stuff here. So I go down some real big rabbit holes. We could talk about the Gilberine, we could talk about Nimrod, etc. He become a mighty man of renown, mighty man of old. We're talking about the giants. So this individual here decided to turn himself into a giant. This is according to this narrative. We're just dissecting this and kind of just, like I said, peeling back the onion, so to speak. So let's get back into it. He changed himself into a giant, brandishing his heavy club, led them on under the pretense of finding the Oskawanga. I can't even pronounce it, such a long word. When they got near to the stronghold of the Onondaga, night coming, he bid them lie down in hollow, tell them he would make an attack on the customary hour at daybreak, but at the daybreak, having ascended a height, he overwhelmed them with a vast mass of rocks, where their form may yet be seen. Only one escaped to carry the news of the dreadful fate, and he fled towards the north. And then it goes on, talking about the lake serpent in that particular area, and it goes on, talking about this great battle, which I'm going to kind of cut off of that and kind of veer off and talk about we're going to stop there for a little bit, and I'm going to talk about my what I think in conclusion to this. So get this. So there was a artist out there. I think it was in the 1800s. I think is let me see. Here we go. This picture right here. So there's these two on the right. If you're off screen, there's two individuals. That's the depictions of the giants. It's really interesting, the illustration of the skin. It looks like a suit, and there's Indians, and they're trying to throw arrows back at them. And basically, what we've been reading here in this Iroquois book on Henry Schoolcraft. That book was written in 1846, by the way. And this illustration here reminds me of something you see in movies and depictions and stuff like that, and the skin. So if it's rolling around in sand, so if this picture is depicting a rolling around in sand, my opinion, it's just Visual Disturbance opinion, Brian Reese's opinion. I think these ancient barbarous cannibals that they're referring to, the Stonish Giants that was devouring the people. I think they was more technologically savvy, technologically advanced than what they're letting on. And I really do think that, because based off that this illustration here, and based off the book, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about all the stuff I've seen in petroglyphs, hieroglyphics, and there's these beings that come out with these suits on. Like, well, you would in today's society, you would think it was a suit, or even something like a sci-fi movie, like a astronaut suit or something like that, but they would be very tall and look all, and they have these, you see those nanotechnology, like the Black Panther movie where it has like tight fitting clothing. It's just very interesting to me. And it's like, it has the, well, I can't remember what the movie, there was a certain rock that they used, it was something else, some material that it was indestructible. Well, it wasn't indestructible, but it was a shielding. So it reminds me of that. It reminds me of this illustration here. So to continue on in the book of Henry Schoolcraft, there were, let's see here. There was also, let me see here. Let's see. Yes, they also had tribes that also, and Mississippi River up east in the eastern parts of America, there was all kinds of data on these Stonish Giants that would come out of different caves and water systems, etc., etc. So it makes one wonder what is really going on here. So what do you guys think? It's just, what do you guys think? I mean, I wanted to kind of just do a short segment video today, but I'm not done yet. So I'm going to kind of read a little bit more real quick on this book. The Giants happened to come across flying about the fort. That's what it says. There's usually time. There's always these fortifications when it comes into giant narrative. And they're talking about they come out of the east, the east and the west, in this great country. And at last he overtook and killed near Jadarana, or the salt lake of Onagana, from the blood flowing out of occasion. The present species of small, it says mosquitoes, originated. That's what it says, mosquitoes. I think that's how you say it. But what I want to get at here today, there was this barbarous giant narrative, and they talk about this lake serpent also, and talk about the deep water, retrieving and retired of the deep water, destroyed the thunder. It literally talks about, I've talked about this on FOJC. In the same book, man, my glasses, forgive me. Let's get into it. I've been a little rusty. I haven't done a video in a while. They're talking about lakes and destroyed with thunderbolts. It's interesting how this language that was written down this book, and this taking they're pulling all these notes and stuff and putting in this book. It's very interesting. The lake serpent, talking about these people fearing. These people get some relief withdrawing from the lakes, destroy the thunderbolts. And I've mentioned this before, talking about the Indians would talk about, hey, wait, there's a great thunderbolt. We have a sign from the heavens, and there's like transportation ships or something. They're talking about the whole alien narrative, I guess. You were talking about fallen angels, etc. But then it's talking about compelled by water, deep water. We can talk about the horned serpent, I was talking about the Black Panther earlier in the movies, but there was a water panther. There's all this stuff. There's symbolism, and it talks about these families was also I don't want to use that word, but there's giants and monsters because I just don't want to put it on my channel. It's just a bad word. They were compelled to build forts to protect themselves. The matter of doing it was they built fires against the trees. That's what it says. They built fires against the trees and used their stone axes to pick off and charred part. In this, they renewed the fire. The sun soon failed them, and the falling trunks were burned off at suitable lengths in the same, set according to the size of the plane of the fort and bank of the earth being piled outside and inside. It looks to me that they was building, because it says they left two gates, one to get to the water and the other as a side, like a bridge. To me, they're like building a trench. That's what I'm understanding, and they're trying to fight off these great barbarous Stonish Giants. So it's kind of a quick video today. Just want to kind of go over a little summary of where I'm going with this, and we'll do these small segments. We're going to concentrate on the Stonish Giants. So a little serious today. Got this serious mode going. I've got a really cool program coming up, and it's going to be a live program. We're going to be on for probably about an hour to 2 hours. We're going to be talking about something that I stumbled upon, some standing stones, and tying it into the folklore of giants. And it's going to be a really interesting program. Keep an eye on that. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we really appreciate it. And also real quick, you can follow me on, I got it down at the very bottom of the screen, Twitter. It's called Visual Disturbed, or Disturb, because I couldn't, everything else was already taken. So Twitter, and then Facebook, and then Instagram, and then go check out my, well, it's right here. Coffee, it helps the coffee website. It helps support the channel. I appreciate all the donations. God bless you all, and I thank you all so much. I've been putting some really cool stuff on the coffee website for you all, just to have something for free. It's just interesting stuff that I've been working on, and this little artwork pieces and stuff, etc. And go check out the Streamlabs. It's got all my merch on it for Visual Disturbance. It helps support the channel. Check out the coffee, and I got a PayPal link at the bottom too if you want to go check it out, if you feel led to donate. And I really do appreciate the love and support, everybody. And but yeah, so before I get off here, please don't forget, because I'm super stoked. Can't you tell? I really am super stoked. I know I've showed this earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, but I'm like super pumped over this. Please subscribe to the Rip It channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get this thing popping and cracking. And did I say popping and cracking? But anyways, the world is on fire, but here we are, still going with it. Oh, real quick, because if anybody's new to the channel, I want to incorporate this. I almost forgot. My goodness, Brian, get it together. So I'm talking about Stonish Giants, right? I'm all over the place today. I'm so excited over everything, all the announcements, and just doing this little program here. I'm just so excited. And I haven't done anything for like 11, 12 days, almost 2 weeks. So I'm just like all over the place, scatterbrained today. But that's okay, because visual disturbance, here you go. I want to put this out here real quick. So we're talking about Stonish Giants. It's very important. If anybody has not seen this in the biblical narrative, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Genesis 6, verse 4. So go check that out in the scriptures if you get an opportunity. I don't know why I left that to the end, but hey, there you go. It's fresh on everybody's mind. But yeah, go check out Joshua Watts, go check out Shake and Wake Radio, and then go check out the Rip It. I will have it in the description. And God bless you, John Hall and Dan Badonde. And I'm calling you out, boys. Yeah, there's my silliness part of this episode. But y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy your evening. And just keep an eye out for a bunch of new content on the channel. I've been just kind of a little bit busy here lately. But anyways, God bless you all, and just have a good day. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. We're going to talk more about the Stonish Giants in the future, because there's so much data on it, and we'll bring it all into play here soon. And we're going to just tie it all in. And this is kind of a second part segment to the Stonish Giant woman of old. So y'all have a blessed day. Shalom. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Love y'all. See ya.